So as you can see, we've got some work to do today. So of course I'm gonna be doing a dry pedicure. She has really pretty toes, so we're gonna, bring out that beauty. So just bear with me, guys. It's so nice to really be back talking to you guys again. Actually, for the whole of 2021, I'm gonna make sure I do voiceovers on my videos. Okay, so a few disclaimers. I definitely don't do pedicures like that anymore, but I saw my other pedicure video was doing good, so I had to jump right in and post this one too. So yeah, so that's what I'm be doing today. As you know, I do dry pedicures, and I did forget my nippers, so I had to work around that, and I forgot my nail clippers. I know it's crazy, but I made it work. It looked amazing in the end, so try not to drag me in the comments. Okay, so for the sake of time, usually I know people soak it off with acetone. I didn't do that. I did end up doing it, but not for all the toes. So I just went through with my, what is that even called? See how I'm like, it's been so long. Drill. I went in with my drill and I just, cleaned up her cuticles and tried to get off as much of the polish as I could. It was hard on the big toe, but the other ones were pretty easy, being that it's so old. As you can see, the nails already kind of had cracks in them. So that one just popped off. A lot of people don't know it, but if you feel like you're not going to be getting your toes done for a while, I know people are like, man, whatever, I'm not going to get them done. At least try to keep shaping them with the file just to make sure you don't get any cracks in your nails. It kind of just helps it for the next time you get it done, so they won't end up being cracked like how hers are right now. So it's kind of like a trim up, just try to maintain them a little bit better. So yeah, now I'm going ahead and filing the big toe. Of course I would have clipped it, but I couldn't. But what I wanted to say was this was really scary for me, being that it was already super low and I really wanted to get that square shape. But I know if you go too deep into it, you can end up on the nail bed and really cut them. Like one time I did my toes and I wanted them super square, but they were super short, and I ended up like making all of my toes bleed. Hey, it was beautiful, but that really hurt. So you always have to watch out for that. Okay, and for the sake of making her nail too thin, I went ahead and just soaked that cotton ball with acetone, and I just sat on the top. Of course, you usually can close it with aluminum foil, but being that it was already kind of thin, I just went ahead and put it on the top. Okay, and here we go with the next foot. This one, it just was like I could tell that I could do this. I don't know why I didn't do it with the other one, but this one looked like it was doable. Okay. And I know that's kind of dangerous. I wouldn't recommend this because it could fly into the cuticle and cut them. So just don't do that. So a tactic that I use to make sure that the nail is completely straight, you know, because I don't like when it's crooked or anything like that. It really bothers me. I don't know. But yeah, just like move back and stare at it and, you know, turn your head. Make sure you get all the angles just to make sure that you're not leaving their nails all crooked and lopsided. And I go back in, like you guys are going to see in this video, I go back in several times and fix like the shape, you know, because I end up seeing, oh wait, gotta fix that part. Oh wait, gotta fix that part. And it's already looking much better. The health of her toes are very good. I mean, of course, it's always bad to leave nail polish on for so long. But other than that, her toes are pretty healthy. You know, I didn't notice any type of fungus or anything. But, you know, you guys double check from what you see and just comment below and let me know. But I feel like everything's good. And now I like to add a little bit of water to get most of that debris off. And also it softens up the cuticles for me to go in with my cuticle pusher and just clean it up more. And I cut out the footage of me trying to get underneath her nail to kind of clean out the dirt because she said it hurt, which meant that she had an ingrown, and I went back and I got that the next day because I forgot my nippers. Hey, I'm not perfect, guys, okay? I'm not perfect. I'm just letting you guys know the truth. Okay, now I'm going to get the bottom of the foot. She's ticklish, so that's why she's pulling away. But now I'm going to get the bottom of the foot. I saw on some comments on the last video that people were saying that I didn't get the bottom of her foot, which is impossible because I don't play those games. I mean, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't film it, but I definitely got the bottom. So I like to use this tool, my drill, just to get it. And this is the hard grit part that I'm using. I don't know what it's called. You know, the little thing that you stick on the drill. So yeah, I'm using that just to really get in there. I usually use my filer as well, but I didn't have a lot left, so I had to just make it work with this. But it's really, that's why I'm sorry about the angle. She was really ticklish. You guys know how it is. And also, you guys couldn't hear, but I told her I'm not going to get the whole foot because I don't want to activate any parts. There's no point of filing the soft part of the foot. And now I'm just adding water just to get the ashiness gone. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I just did with the other foot. Just getting in there for the cuticles. So push the cuticles back and clean them up the best I can without the nippers again. Okay, and yes, it did just jump to the base coat of the gel, but you know I got the bottom of the foot. I just felt like I didn't have to show that again. Okay? So yeah, with this, I don't like to be heavy-handed. I used to think you have to put a whole bunch, but you don't have to. And with gel, Well, the gel that I have is self-level, so it's really always like real easy. Look at that, man. It already looks really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, are you feeling this look? Like, does she have pretty toes like I said? Not that there's ugly toes out there, because we're all beautiful. So I'm going to let that cure for 30 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead to the next foot. Oh yeah, and I did forget my cuticle oil, guys, because one thing that I do, I always put cuticle oil around there just in case, so like when I'm painting it, none of the nail polish can get stuck in the creases, which ended up happening to me. So yeah, you know, I know if you're gonna do it right. And I had every intention, but it's like when I got there and I got to the steps, I was like, wow, I really forgot that. So yeah. Okay, curing that foot now. Now on to the next one. So yes, I'm using white. I'm going to give a little disclaimer on white. I used to hate white, okay? Because it would go all into the cuticles. When it gets on the skin, it's so hard to get up. But I learned the less on your brush, the better. It's like you have to learn how much to put on your brush. You can't just drench it, and you can't put just too little, because then you'll be there all day. So, I mean, I like white. Now, as far as white regular polish, no way. I'm so bad at the white regular polish. I don't know. Like, I end up putting like 3 coats because I just can't level it. And then where I was working before, they were like, oh, you're putting too much polish on it. Just put a little. It's okay if there's like dark spots in it. But I'm like, it's okay if there's dark spots. So people ended up coming back and complaining. And I'm like, I'm just listening to these people. Sorry. Did not know at all. Yeah, so that's what used to happen to me. And I just want to throw out there, I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but I always hear people like, oh, by the way, I'm cleaning up now. You know, let's talk. We're in here anyway, so why not talk? But I always hear people like, oh, that color doesn't go good with this skin color. You know, just working in the field, I would always hear people say that. And I just hate that. I mean, I know they say there's a science behind it or whatever, but I feel like get whatever color you want. Like, colors are colors. It's just going to be beautiful regardless, you know? So that's what, I mean, if you're one of those people, just try a color that you would never try, and you might end up loving it. You never know. Don't like worry about, oh, my skin won't go with it, or, you know, who cares? But yeah, as you could see, the technique that I'm using to kind of go around the cuticle area, not getting too close, because remember, it is feet. You're going to be really far from it, okay? I used to try to be perfect, and I forgot that it's feet, like you're going to be far from it. Not that I was making mistakes, but that would really make me sit there forever. By the way, I hope I'm not talking too much. Please let me know in the comments, because I'm a talker, you know. I just hope I'm not talking too much. It is a voiceover though. But anyway, yeah. See that shape is so nice and squared. But one thing I didn't forget is my lotion. I definitely lotioned her feet after, but not for long because she was too ticklish. But just know that lotion part, that's when you get your tip. That's how you make your tip. You got to make sure you know the pressure points to hit, and just making things great for your client. And also with this part, please make sure that I use acetone. So make sure you don't have a lot of acetone on your brush, because if you do, it'll go onto the polish and it'll start to like eat away at the polish and it'll dissolve. So then you have to go back in. It's just, don't use a lot, just barely, just damp it and it'll come off good. But like I said, it's white, so it's not going to come off that great. So this is the second coat. Most people like to stop here, but I already let you guys know I have an issue when I can't really see through it. So I did end up doing 3 coats of this, but I didn't put that part in because there's no point of just making you guys see me keep painting her toes. So yeah, and that was only because I saw a little part in the big toe, but I ended up just repainting them. Okay, and as you can see, I'm just there cleaning it, and it's not going nowhere. So you have to be careful with white. And also, like I said, try putting a little bit of cuticle oil, and it'll be much easier to get up because it probably wouldn't even be on there in the first place because it's already a barrier of oil on the skin. Okay, and she wanted a design of, you know, I don't know how to say it, Swarovski crystals, but yeah, so I just went ahead and put that around her cuticle. I actually painted it with top coat and then put that on, and then I go ahead and cure it, and then I put another top coat to seal it in. And of course, I put top coat on the other ones. So a trick I like is at the end, I always go through and just file it a little bit just to make sure I can keep that square shape. Sorry about the fading in and out, but yeah. I always like to keep the square shape, so that helps. Don't do too much because you don't want it to separate from the nail bed. So yes, and here is the big reveal. Okay, people, I lotioned her feet. As you can see, she does have some at the ends, but that will go away. You know, the little nail polish that I couldn't get off. But yep, for the most part, I mean, look at that before, and now look at the after. Like, definitely a transformation. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below. Although I don't do dry pedicures anymore, I'm definitely open to hear what you guys, you know, any type of constructive criticism you guys have for me. I'm always open, or anything else you guys want to say, just comment below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Also, Happy New Year. Have a great, productive New Year. Bye, guys.